Hello everyone, welcome to you all in our YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the Bootstrap 5 typography. So this is one of the amazing things if you are using the Bootstrap. So without using the typography you cannot create a website. If you want to create the attractive web pages, if you want to create the amazing type of the website, then in that case you have to use the typography. Okay. Without typography, your website will be blank, and blank website doesn't have any value. Okay, so that's why you need to learn about the Bootstrap typography. So without any delay, let's discuss about the Bootstrap typography. Okay, so first of all, I'm creating a new file here, and I'm going in the getbootstrap.com here, and I'm copying this code, that is include bootstrap css and js, and I'm clicking in the click to copy to clipboard. After that I'm coming in the sublime text and I'm pasting this code. After that I'm just saving it by pressing Ctrl+S, and I'm giving here for bootstrap typo.html. Okay, so let me check it will work or not. Just you have to right click and you have to click in the open browser. Okay, so now we can see it is telling me that hello world. Bootstrap is telling us that hello world. It means it is working. So now I am changing this one. Hello Bootstrap. Okay. After that, so first of all, let's discuss from the heading. So here is the S1, right? So basically, the Bootstrap have 6 type of the heading available. So if I want to create, so loading 5. Okay, so I am creating another heading 3. So I am creating again loading 5. And another heading type is heading 4, that is S4. Loading 5 again. I am using the by default text is snippet or demo text here. Another heading is heading 5, that is you have to use the S5 and loading 5 again. Again I am using the S6 and loading 5. So let me check what will happen. So if I came here and if I reload this one, so now we can see I have 6 type of heading which is created by Bootstrap. Okay, so in this way you can use H1 to H6, okay, to create headings in Bootstrap. Okay, and there are different type of the heading also available. For example, if you create a paragraph that should contain the 10 words, and the class should be H1, right? Not the class one. The class should H1. So if I use this one, maybe it will start to work. If I reload this one, so now you can see it is creating the H1. If I change the class in the S2, now it will now you can see the Bootstrap creating the heading 2. In this way you can use the H1, S2, S3 classes. So if I use the S3 class here, it will start to work. Okay, so now you can see it is working. So in this way you can use. Okay, and another class is the display class, so you can use the display heading also. So for this one, if I use the display -1, okay, sorry, display -1. Okay, so let me check what will happen. So now we can say this type of heading you can easily create with the help of display1 classes. So the display class also have the 6 category. Okay, I am just creating display1 to just you have to change the number here. Okay, just you have to remember the display and you have to keep the number like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now we can say we created the 6 different paragraph, and all the paragraph have the classes, and the first paragraph have display 1, and the second one is display 2, another is display 3, display 4, display 5, and display 6 here, display 6. And just you have to press Ctrl plus S. After that, just you have to come in the browser and you have to reload this one. So now we can say here is 6 type of the display heading available. So in this way you can create the display type of heading. Okay, so after that we can use the text small classes also available here. So for this one, if I use here a paragraph and I'm creating a text here, for this one I am using the span class here. Okay, so this text should be inside the span, and I'm just giving the class. The class name is the small. If I use the small, let me see what will happen. So now we can see here all the text and the small text is different, right? Okay, so now we can see it is this text is different because we use the small class, right? So in this way you can use this one, and you can use the mark class also. If I use the mark class, let me see what will happen. Now we can see here the mark is available here, and you can use the if you want to highlight any text, then in that case you can use the mark class. Okay, and another type of the class is ABBR. For that one, I am creating another paragraph and I am writing something here. And after that, I am just giving this one as the ABBR, and you can use the title also here. Hello. Okay, like that. And I am just closing the ABBR here. And if you use the ABBR tag, the Bootstrap will give a nice type of the border in the bottom side. So now we can see here the ABBR is working perfectly, right? So in this way you can use this one. Okay. Then after that you can create a block quotes also. For this one I am deleting this one. So I am creating another paragraph, and if I use the 𝗨𝘀𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗃, now we can see here. Let me see what will happen. So now we can see the one paragraph is created, right? But if I use the block quote class here, just you have to give the class and you have to use the block quote, and it will start to work. So if I reload this one, so now we can see here the block quote is created, right? And you can give the block quote minus footer class also. For example, if I want to give the span here, and I want to use those text here, and I am giving a class here inside the span, the class should be block quote minus footer. Okay, so let me check what will happen. Now we can say it is creating a nice type of the block quotes footer, right? So in this way you can easily create a block quote footer also. Okay, and there is another type of the class also available. Okay, so that is the DL. Okay, so if you want to create a DL, then in that case I am just deleting this one first of all. Okay, so first of all, for that one, just you have to type the DL tag, and after that you have to type the DT, right? Okay, just you have to give DT 1, another DT 2, another DT 3. Okay, so I am just giving the DD also. You can give the DD also here. 1, go to school. 2, DD open book. Another DD start read. Okay, so now you can say I created a DL tag here. I'm just going in the view, syntax, edit line and indent. Okay, so now we can say line, indent. I'm just selecting all the code, line and indent. Okay, so now we can say first of all we created a DL and we created DT, and dt, and again and dt. Here should be dt, dt, for this one also dt. Okay, so let me check what will happen if I use this one. So now we can say we created a nice description list. Okay, so in this way you can use the Bootstrap to create a GL and DT. Okay, and you can create a code also here. So if you use the code tag here, so I'm creating a code, and I'm just creating here document.get_element by id dot inner HTML is equal to hello world. Okay, in this way. So let me check what will happen. Now we can see here it is showing me in the code format, right? So the Bootstrap is giving this one in the code format. So in this way you can use this one. And if you want to use the KBD tag also, you can use here. For example, if I use the KBD, and I am just giving here also KBD, and I am using a bracket here, and I am just giving the ID name here. Then after that, if I reload this one, so now we can see here a nice type of the keyboard type, right? It is creating. If you use the KBD tag, then in that case the Bootstrap recognize this one, and then after that it will show this type of the result. If you want to create this type of result, you can easily use the KBD tag. Okay, and you can use different type of that another type of the classes. I'm commenting this one. Okay, so let us discuss about another type of Bootstrap typography classes. Okay, so I'm creating a paragraph first of all, and I am just giving 𝗨𝘀𝗵𝗲𝗃. Okay, so I'm giving the class for this paragraph. The class is the lead. So if I use the lead class, what will happen? So now we can see it is creating a lead type of effect, right? But if I didn't use the lead class, our paragraph is look like this, right? But if we use the lead class here, now you can see the lead class is creating this type of the style. So in this way you can use this one. Okay, and you can use the alignment also. For example, if you use here text minus left, okay, so sorry, text minus start. If you use the text minus start, then it will send your text in the left side. Okay, and if you use the text minus int, okay, so it will align all the text in the right side. And if you use the class text minus center, then all the text will be aligned in the center of the web page. So now we can say all my text is centered. Okay, and there is another type of the class also available, that is text decoration none also. For example, if you create a UL LIC. Okay, so if I reload this one, let me check what will happen. So now we can say ABC are created, right? But if you use the class here, the class is text minus decoration minus none, and if I use this one, so now we can see still it is not working, right? If I use here class is equal to text decoration none, okay, still it is not working, right? Okay, sorry, we need to create a anchor text also here. Okay, so for this one, just we have to create a ref also, you need to create this one. Okay, so I am creating a. Okay, and in our second list we need to create another a, and I'm giving the b here, and I'm creating another list here and anchor text also, and I'm giving c. If I reload this one, let me check what will happen. Okay, so now you can see here is a ABC and there is a underline, right? But if I use if I change the text decoration none, the underline will be gone, right? ABC, A, B, C, B, D. Let me check again what will happen. Okay, so now we can see there is an underline, right? But if I use here a class, the class is the text minus decoration minus none. If I use this one, now you can see the underline is gone, right? Okay, so in this way you can use the text decoration none class. If you want to remove the underline from a link, in that case you can easily use the this class, that is text minus decoration minus none. If you use this one, so now you can see here all your underline is gone, right? In this way you can use. Okay, and there is another useful classes, that is lowercase and uppercase. For example, if you use here text minus, sorry, I'm just using text minus start, and I'm using the text minus uppercase. Okay, so if you want to create all the text, or if you want to convert all the text in the uppercase, in that case you have to use a class that is text minus uppercase. So if I reload this one, let me check. Now you can say all your text become the capital letter, right? And if you want to change all the text in the capitalize, so let me check. So now you can see all the text became the capitalized text, right? So if you want to change this one in the lowercase, just you have to type text minus lowercase, and now you can see here all your text became the small letter. So in this way you can use this type of the class. Okay, and other class also available, that is list unstyled. For this one you have to go to in the UL, and you have to use a class here. That class is list minus unstyled. If you use this one, so now you can see here all your bullet is gone, right? So in this way you can use this one. Okay, so in this way you can use this one. And if you use a class here list minus inline, then in that case this class will place all the list item on a single line, right? So if I use this one, okay, so let me check, it's not working, right? Okay, so list inline, for this one I'm just giving this one here, and I'm just giving a class here in the list. Class is called to list inline, and in the second class also I'm creating a class that is list inline, and third list also. Okay, so now you can see we created a class that is list minus on inline, and let me check what will happen. So I think I should do item also. I'm using the item also here. Let me check it will work or not. Okay, so now we can see it is working, right? So we forgot to use the item also here. That's why it was not working. So now we can see here your all list came in the single line. In this way you can use this class, that is list minus inline minus item. Okay, so in the last we are going to discuss about the text color. So for this one, just you have to use the text minus and the color name. So for example, if you want to use the info color, just you have to use text minus info, and your text color will change in the info color. If you use the color in the text minus danger, it will give you the danger color. Now you can see it is giving danger color. If you use the text minus warning color, then it will give you the warning color. Now it is giving the warning color. If you give the primary color, so now you can see the primary color will be like this. So in this way you can use different type of the text color in the Bootstrap. We discuss different type of the things related with Bootstrap typography in this class, hoping that you get few ideas. So we'll come back with another new video. Until that, goodbye, see you again.